Good morning and welcome to this additional council meeting. I'll now hand over to Councillor Greg James to perform a welcome country.
Thank you, Mayor Sally and my fellow councillors. Firstly, I pay respects to my ancestors and I acknowledge our elders, both past, present and emerging. I also acknowledge the Yorta Yorta Nations and all its people. I also, on behalf of the Yorta Yorta Elders Council, the 16 family groups and the 8 tribes, 8 respective tribes, share in the status of traditional owners of the land, I say a very warm welcome to this wonderful land, country and waterways. Thank you, Mayor Sally.
Thank you, Councillor James. Item 2, acknowledgement. We, Greater Shepparton City Council, acknowledge the Yorta Yorta peoples of the land which now comprises Greater Shepparton. We pay our respect to their tribal elders, we celebrate their continuing culture and we acknowledge the memory of their ancestors. Item 3, privacy notice. This public meeting is being streamed live via our Facebook page and made available for public access on our website along with the official minutes of this meeting. All care is taken to maintain your privacy. However, as a visitor in the public gallery, it is assumed that your consent is given in the event that your image is broadcast to the public. It is also assumed that your consent is given to the use and disclosure of any information that you share at the meeting, including personal or sensitive information, to any person who accesses those recordings or minutes. Item 4, governance principles. Council considers that the recommendations contained in this agenda gives effect to the overarching governance principles stated in section 9.2 of the Local Government Act 2020. These principles are as followed and they're listed items 1 to 9 on page 5 of the agenda. Item 5, apologies nil received. Item 6, declarations of conflict of interest. Councillors, do we have any conflicts this morning? No. Councillors, we now go to page 7 of the agenda, item 7.1, Asia Fruit Logistics Delegation 2022. Councillors, there is a recommendation. Can I please have someone put that forward as a motion?
Thank you,
Councillor Adams.
Sally. I'd like to move that the Council authorise Councillor Shane Sally to be included within the Greater Shepparton delegation that attends Asia Fruit Logistica in Bangkok, Thailand in November 2022. Point 2, note that the Manager, Economic Development and the Economic Development Project Officer will be included within the Greater Shepparton delegation and that Council will host a stand at the event in partnership with Fruit Growers Victoria.
Councillor Adam, can I please have a councillor second that? Councillor Brophy.
I second that motion. Thank you, Mayor Sally.
Councillor Adam, would you like to speak to the motion?
Yes, I mean, I could probably speak for an hour about this subject, but I won't. It's a special meeting. This is because of the timing issues with our mayoral election and obviously the timing of this event. Suffice to say, I think the executive summary covered it pretty well, but just to reiterate some of the points, Greater Shepparton's economic backbone is our horticultural and agricultural industries. I think 4 or 5 years ago, Council decided to embark on these types of events. We've invested a little bit of money in respect to the actual stands. Obviously, it was in China for many years, but due to the, let's say, unstable relationship with China at the moment, it's in Bangkok this year. I fully support this for a couple of reasons. Some people have said that you can't apply metric to measure the actual results. Well, you sort of can. The confidence level of our local growers, number one, is paramount, because I deal with a lot of the growers and I can see that they gain a lot of confidence knowing that the council are fully supportive and the sort of money we're investing, and I call it's an investment. It's not just an expenditure, it's an actual investment. I think over the years, if you speak to all the different growers, there has been connections that have been formed and cultivated due to these actual trips that, as I said, aren't always measurable, but the confidence level is something that I think we are really building high. I'm hoping that one day we can actually extend this and do the one in Europe, which is Berlin, so our tentacles can go even wider. It's about putting us on the map. It has, and I fully support it. And as I said, I could probably think of 1,000 other things to say, but you've got my 1,000% support, so that's about it.
Councillor Brophy, would you like to speak to the motion?
Thank you, Mayor Sally. Just very briefly, that the horticultural industry equates around this area of about nearly $330 million. That is a significant amount, and of which a lot of that is exported. This particular delegation is part of a continuity that we've had going back for nearly 5 years. The only interruption, obviously, due to COVID and the restriction in travelling overseas. I'm pleased that it's back up and running again. Not in China at this time, it's in Thailand. And it does fit in very well with our international engagement policy that we have as well. If you're not there, you're not in the conversation. And I think we need to be in the conversation. And there's a cliche that says that decisions are made by those who turn up. And if you turn up, we're actually in the conversation, and wholeheartedly support not only yourself, Mayor Saleh, but also the rest of the delegation from Greater Shepparton to be there as well.
Right. Thank you, Councillor Brophy. Are there any councillors that would like to speak against the motion? Are there any councillors that would like to speak for the motion? No, we'll now go to the vote. All those in favour? Motion carried and approved. Councillors, we now go to page 13 of the agenda, item 8, and I'll officially close the meeting at 9:05 a.m.